Ladies and gentlemen, this is the YouTube channel vlog show of inspiration and realness. Also, this is the YouTube channel vlog show of positivity, personality, and fun. This is Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977, and now the perpetrator of these shenanigans, Big Beefy E himself from his Big Beefy Man Cave in New Bedford, Massachusetts, Mr. Shenanigans himself, and the two-time Chilling 3000 2022 End of the Year Awards winner, Eric M. Lima. Thank you very much, Mr. Announcer, sir. Well, hello there, ladies and gentlemen, everyone out there. Welcome to yet another episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. Episode 632 of the show. June the 10th, 2023, 1:19 p.m. is a Saturday afternoon. So, nice Saturday afternoon. It was supposed to rain. They called for rain after 11 o'clock in the morning. And apparently no rain. I don't know what's up with that, but whatever. It's always weird. It's always weather is always weird here in New England. Let me tell you something. It's gonna be crazy. It has to be crazy. So, so it's been a crazy day today at work. I've been working. Like I said, I've been working around. Like if you're friends of mine on Facebook, you know my status. When running around, working like a madman working like a madman all day long, getting trash out and vacuuming and cleaning and all that, sweeping outside, cleaning up confetti from somebody who decided to celebrate inside the mall. Thank you very much. I don't know why, but anyways, it started off with Solo Sikoa and Paul Heyman kicking off SmackDown. We're talking about what happened last night on SmackDown in Des Moines, Iowa. And they were about to address the Des Moines crowd, and Jey Uso interrupts them, and then Jey Uso goes, "Well, I'll think about it. You know, whether or not he falls in line with Solo Sikoa and Roman Reigns and Paul Heyman, or it'll be his brother Jey." And LA Knight decided to jump out and join on commentary for the first Money in the Bank qualifier matchup of the night. Santos Escobar going one-on-one with Mustafa Ali, and it was a heck of a matchup. And Escobar ended up winning the matchup. And I think, Rey Mysterio was in his corner. So there's that. Sami Zayn decided to talk to Jey Uso about his decision making, what his decision will be made. Will it be made tonight? Who knows for sure? No, not tonight. Later on that night. Last night? Who knows for sure? So we'll find out. Kayla Braxton is about to interview the NXT Women's Tag Team Champs, Alba Fire and Isla Dawn. Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler, the new WWE Women's Tag Team Champions, came out, confronts them, and they challenged them to a unification matchup. Both teams decided to brawl. So, Alba Fire and Isla Dawn going up against two established mixed martial artists in the ring. They better be playing some serious mind games with those ladies if you want to beat them. So there's that. They paid a tribute because, this past week we lost a wrestling legend, a Hall of Famer, unlike any other, who was not a big-time legendary heel in the wrestling business, but also he's a former world champion. I'm talking about the Iron Sheik. The memories of the Iron Sheik will be never forgotten by the many, many fans out there. He defeated Bob Backlund for the championship, and he lost the title to Hulk Hogan. That helped jumpstart Hulkamania. That basically put the WWE on the map in professional wrestling and in sports entertainment as well. So Iron Sheik was a notorious heel, and with the political tension at the time with Iran, that just made him an easy target as a heel, being booed by fans. But fans, as they kind of pulled back the curtain on for the Iron Sheik a little bit, fans love the guy, he's a funny dude. His tweets will be never forgotten. He always says "F" to Hulk Hogan, and they're actually good friends in real life. It's that Hulk Hogan says it's a relationship that no wrestler understands. So it's like it's amazing how things like that happen, And they always like to, so like friends roast each other type deal. That's what's going on, Money in the Bank qualifier 2. Mia Yim against Bayley. Bayley did win on the matchup while AJ Styles was joining on commentary. And then Scarlett came out and blew some red powder in the face of AJ Styles, prompting Karrion Kross to hit him, to attack him through the crowd, hitting the Kross jacket. But then Bianca Belair was talking to Anna Pierce. Anna Pierce says, "Hey, listen, I know you want revenge on Asuka. I know you want revenge, but stay in the back. I got to make this presentation." And Bianca was not very happy about this. So she's like, "Okay, fine, I'll do you a solid. I'll do you a solid. So, since you made the match, I'll do you a solid." And then the OC were there because it's only AJ Styles there. He goes, "I know it's Cross. I saw Scarlett and all." So they had a presentation. Asuka is now the women's undisputed champion in the WWE. How does Rhea Ripley feel about all this? I mean, you got to take this into consideration. I'm sure Rhea Ripley is not going to be very happy because she is the SmackDown Women's Champion, but still, you got that. And then a surprising return. Charlotte Flair, who we haven't last seen since WrestleMania, who since lost the SmackDown title to Rhea Ripley, and decided to challenge Asuka for the Undisputed Women's Championship. How does Bianca Belair feel about that? Well, Flair did challenge Asuka. Asuka accepts both ladies brawl. Paul Heyman talks to Jey Uso, and Jey Uso says, "Well, I still gonna need to think about it." And Bianca Belair, who just saw what just happened out there, was not very happy with Anna Pierce. She said, I'll rectify this." She said, "When I get the title, it'll be rectified." Well, now Anna Pierce, you got to be thinking about Rhea Ripley as well. How does Rhea Ripley feel about when Asuka is now the women's undisputed champion? How does Rhea Ripley feel about that? Now you got Charlotte Flair, Bianca Belair, and I think Rhea Ripley's got something to say. Has to have something to say about it. I tweeted. I said, I wonder what Rhea Ripley feels about that presentation to Asuka. She's got to be livid. Asuka could be the biggest target of all. Who knows for sure? In this case, it's getting a little weirder by the day. Going back to the Money in the Bank qualifier, Butch going one-on-one with Baron Corbin, but guess who arrived on SmackDown through the crowd? Carmelo Hayes and Trick Williams, who got a beef against Baron Corbin after what happened. And then, but Butch did end up winning the matchup. Meanwhile, Corbin was outside the ring. He punched Trick Williams. Referees come to separate Carmelo Hayes and Baron Corbin. Corbin's like taunting them while Carmelo Hayes and Trick Williams want a piece of Baron Corbin. Corbin, he made a mistake. But Corbin's not the only, they're not the only ones targeting Baron Corbin. Megan Moran interviews the Brawling Brutes after Butch's victory over Corbin. Corbin says, no, and all that, nah. And all of a sudden he gets punched out by Cameron Grimes to the moon. Baron Corbin's made a lot of enemies this week as of late. Whew. And I think Asuka may be making more enemies too. And he goes, Bianca Belair's not happy that Charlotte's getting her shot, then Charlotte wants her shot. Charlotte Flair wants her shot. Well, I wonder how Rhea Ripley feels about all this. And that the women's undisputed champion and Rhea Ripley's a SmackDown women's champion. I wonder how Rhea Ripley does feel about it. I really, really want to know. I really, really want to know. It's getting ridiculous. Well, the Money in the Bank qualifier matchup, Shotzi going one-on-one with the gorgeous Io Sky. I love Io Sky. Bayley gets involved during the matchup, pushing Shotzi off the top turnbuckle, and then Io Sky ends up winning the matchup. She and Bayley, both members of Damage Control, will be in the Money in the Bank qualifying matchup. So it'll be very interesting who's going to win that matchup. But I got a feeling that even though if Io or Bayley does not get the Money in the Bank, it's going to, or either way, win or lose, friction is going to become between those two ladies. And trust me, I think a lot of people will be siding Io Sky. So, anyways, Caleb Braxton interviewed Austin Theory about how he's going to defend the title and beat main event Jey Uso. Zayn does talk to KO about the whole thing, and KO's like, "You sure?" And then, Pretty Deadly interrupts them, saying that how about defending tag team titles against us. Then the Brawling Brutes want a shot. Then the Good Brothers. Then the Street Profits and the LWO team of Legado del Fantasma's Joaquin Wilde and Cruz del Toro. And then Adam Pearce, and Kevin Owens is flipping now. And you got Imperium probably would want a piece of Zayn and Owens. And they say, hey, over on Raw. But Adam Pearce says, hey, how about this? A gauntlet match for number one contenders. Whoever wins faces you and Sammy for the tag team titles. Alrighty then. Lots of craziness happening here. So, Grayson Waller, there's a promo on Grayson Waller. And a lot more on Grayson Waller in the near future. United States titles on the line. Austin Theory one-on-one with Jey Uso. And pretty deadly. Jimmy Uso, Sikoa get involved during the matchup to the point where it distracted Jey Uso. Austin Theory with the 8-count. Austin Theory got him during the distraction. He retains the U.S. title. And as Jimmy Uso was helping up his brother Jey, he walks away from Jimmy. He was upset, and he walks by Heyman and Sikoa, and Heyman just goes, "Call Roman Reigns." So there's that. All right, NXT Level Up. Nathan Frazier, Mr. Hard-hitting home truths. I like his segment because not only tells it like it is, but he is funny doing it, and he does it in an entertaining way, of course. Took on the up-and-coming upstart Tabby and Heights, and Frazier did end up winning the matchup. Kelly Kincaid interviewed Luca Crisofino, and Luca has been running his mouth, showing Miles Bourne that he doesn't have what it takes. Miles Bourne took on Luca Crisofino and Crucifino ended up picking up the victory over Miles Bourne. Dante Chen took on Charlie Dempsey, and Dempsey wins the matchup with Gulak in his corner. And that is it for SmackDown, June the 9th, 2023, happened last night. So that's all the time we have on this episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. Thanks for tuning in. Next episode 633, it will be what happened on AEW Rampage. So, until the next episode comes rolling around, Mr. Announcer, please take us home. That is all for today's episode of the show. This is Mr. Lima speaking for Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. A Big Beefy E, do it for Bob Saget production, and in association with A Sweet Bofa Raving Dingleberries Telepictures and Distribution. Thank you for watching another great episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. Until the next episode, goodbye for now.